Another episode of Star Trek Saturdays. This is a late edition. I do apologize for the delay. Sorry. So I am here with Hoser here, a friend of mine on both PlayStation and Xbox
Hello.
platforms. So we're gonna have some fun here. But before we get started, I should go use the bathroom. Be right back.
Well, all right then. We're gonna be watching the showdown right now of a Talus and another possible other type of vessel here. Yeah. This little vessel here, he don't count it out, folks. It's made quite the reputation of itself. By the way, the other vessel, and we're probably going to be going against some Klingons, some Borgs, and some other stuff. Maybe some Terrans too. We don't know. But do let me tell you, we're going to have a great time, and it's going to be awesome. When he gets back, it'll be, let's go! One thing I also like on this game, too, is between my ship and a ship from the 24th century, is so we still have the glowing orange or red nacelles on the front, like the Blizzard collectors, I think they're called. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I love it. And the only thing I really love about my vessel is the nice little pattern underneath. Hmm. um. Doo-doo. Doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. Dee-dee-dee-dee-doo. I wonder which way his camera's gonna face, 'cause I'm going to point right over at him. And here we go, showing him down. And yes, folks, you have seen this vessel before. Oh, yes. Very much have seen this vessel before. But soon coming up, within probably a year, there will be another showdown of Jaster versus Hoser. And it will not be this vessel you'll be seeing. I'm going to
Having
keep
fun talking to my viewers.
Absolutely. And also, I'm going to say this within a year or so, this next showdown will not even be this character you're seeing me on right now. But yes, guys, you have seen this vessel before, many times. Quite the capable little ship. And the one thing I really love, as I said before on the stream, about the vessels like he's got and the vessel, this particular vessel here, it's a nice glow on the front, the nice orange, red glow on the front. Looks nice. However, in the TV show, it was not actually got that glow. Instead, it was a white tip or a white cap they had on the front. But still.
Check owner's chat.
I already did.
You like my comment?
Yes.
Pretty sure Creaky Blinder's son would have more explicit things to say. I mean, tell me I'm wrong.
Nothing I can say on chat anyway, or on this thing right now. I'll be honest. I'll be honest. He knows the words I will use. They're not too kind.
Far from it. Anyways, what are we doing here?
I was waiting for you to get back and make sure that you're in the ship. You're ready to go.
Oh, I'm ready.
All right. And I'm also making sure I'm 100% ready too.
You know, this matchup here, right here, would not even work canonically because you wouldn't be able to run into my shields. My shields you would bounce right off my shields and be destroyed.
Well, yeah, I'd be about right about here, outside your shield.
So yeah, like
But
I said, my
even
shields
still,
would rip you apart.
not even that. Not even that.
Pretty sure I'm still being kind on the comparison, though.
Even if it wasn't your shields.
There's also the spinal lance too.
More to the point. Now, okay, that would be if you could connect with the spinal lance, but that's not even what I'm worried.
Tractor beam, and
Yeah.
lance.
Well, yes, if you've got enough power in your ship to do so, but I'm thinking something that would take a lot less power.
The torpedoes that would come out of the neck of my ship.
I was thinking even less power than that.
How? How is there anything less power than that?
A low intensity phaser strike?
No, why even worry about that? Do a small Needion burst out of the deflector. That'd do wonders.
Yeah, but that would be overkill.
And that was me being nice.
That's overkill. No, just a single probably 1/4 power phaser strike on this vessel, you'd kill it. With shield or not.
So it wouldn't have to do the usual charge up around the entire array. Just
Done.
you're fucked.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly my point. Canonically, that would be all you would need. Why waste any more energy?
Because it has plenty to spare.
Yeah, but I would just look for efficiency. Do that, carry on.
And I get that. But if you look at the Galaxy Dreadnought from the last episode of TNG, we're talking warp factor 15, I think? Or 14?
13 anyway.
It was going already beyond the normal transwarp.
Exactly my point. Exactly.
So that meant there was plenty of power to spare, and that's
right.
Also keeping in mind that
save it for that.
Why save it for that when you can reroute from the impulse reactors? Duh.
Still.
They would still be overkill.
Yeah,
There's actually
exactly.
one additional reactor.
Exactly, but what I'm saying is, why even be overkill? 1/4 phaser power is overkill.
Vaporize? Just vaporize them.
Exactly. That's still your overkill if you look at it. I think any captain of a vessel like that would look at what's the most efficient way to kill them. Why waste the power? 1/4 phaser pulse, warp out. Job done.
I suppose. Let's go. Let's do this.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to find some way to keep the entertainment value going instead of just saying
sure.
Okay.
But the entertainment,
Tactical,
the thing
low
is,
input, low intensity
the thing is,
burst.
the entertainment
Fuck
value
it.
would be, what would be coming up behind this thing? You think I'd be going far from a squadron? I'm just a sacrificial lamb scouting out.
And even if you had others like it, this thing has enough power to even outstrip a Dederidex.
Well, one.
Canonically speaking, it would.
Maybe 2.
3 if I'm lucky.
But
right, why would they?
What about the
why
four
would
others
they send
joining those 2?
Why would they send more than one Dederidex on a scouting mission?
Why would they send more than a Talus? Why would they send a Talus on its own?
Well, sending one Dederidex and one Talus would make sure that if there was minor damage to the Talus, it could dock with the Dederidex and get fixed. However, the Deredex could act as extra as backup in case the Talith fails,
Well,
which it would in this scenario.
in this scenario, even the Deredex would fail. The Talus is a one-shot. The Deredex probably would take a lot more to take down. But
2-3 shot full intensity burst, maybe.
I would say 2-3 shot plus a Spinal Lance.
Well, I don't know. That's the part that I'm
The 2 or 3
I'm
shot.
debating on.
Yeah. 'Cause yes.
The lance itself could puncture right through the shields and go in and out of the ship itself. With
Exactly.
No issues,
but
puncturing all the critical systems.
The 2 to 3 blasts of your phasers is just to weaken the shields a little more to make sure that that's going to happen.
The Negvar were powerful, had strong shields, and even it was one-shotted.
Yeah, but remember that's alternate timeline.
Yeah, and technically, in the prime timeline, this ship never existed.
Truth. But I would still say that the Deredex also sported some pretty hefty shielding. And
even the regular Galaxy did.
Yeah, you might see one to List, you might see one to Deredex. What's cloaked around it?
Okay, then here's the remaining phrase here. How much power is being fed into the warp core for a Galaxy X?
Unknown.
I can tell you right now that it would be enough that if this ship were to have its shield start, any Deredex within range would be destroyed.
If that thing were to blow up, the Deredex in range would be, but again,
they would be knowing Romulan tactics, they would be crowding around the galaxy just in case.
They would
under cloak.
Well, of course, I'm gonna say, but how close is the only question.
This reactor could probably detonate and hit anything within 10 to 15 kilometers.
I was gonna say more 20.
I was being nice.
You're being conservative, but I'm gonna look at 20.
And within 20 kilometers. Okay, so.
But then again, how
fast? Here.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, hang on. I got to angle my camera. I know I'm angling. Let me go backwards too.
It'll double the amount of... Okay, I'm at 10 now. Just for that alone would be about the normal range for recon for the Deredex.
About 12? Yeah, 12 would be recon range.
So, if we're going with what you said, 20 kilometers.
It would be a lot further than that. Okay, so maybe 10, 12 most, yeah. That'd be about right.
So I do know my stuff then.
Yeah, I was thinking 20, but 20 you feel it.
Bit much.
20 you might
You'll
feel
the shockwave, but
but
maybe your inertial dampeners will go offline, but
I wouldn't even say that much. I wouldn't say.
Well, I'm highballing it actually.
Yeah, you'd like feel it. It would be a bump, but it'd be like, what do we hit?
Huh?
Yeah, it'd be like, what do we hit?
That's my point. Anything within 12 kilometers would be easy. It would easily be destroyed.
Well, I'd say 5 to 10 destroyed. 12, you might or limp away.
You'll have critical.
You're limping. You're on thrusters. You're on thrusters.
And
if
there were
intact.
any other Federation ships within range, they would be responding to the destruction of the Galaxy Dreadnought. So you better be able to have your weapons up by then.
Good luck.
See my point?
Yeah, but but I would have to say it would depend on where the battle took place.
If we're talking, a Galaxy Dread would not go outside of Federation territory under normal circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
Fair?
Fair.
So if it's within Federation territory, it'd be similar to the Federation class from TOS.
Yeah. Anyhow, I'm just gonna
wouldn't.
take
It would be expensive.
I'm gonna take a quick uh a quick ready moment, and then we're gonna get ready and go destroy some Borg or Klingons or I don't know, something.
I need to take this thing out on a full test run, if you don't mind. That means
Got it.
a certain 2 giant double penetrate moments.
Does it
Or is that being nice?
does it have an octahedron?
Yeah, it does. I made you cough just a little. I thought it was a good joke, didn't you? But I figured I'd put the old mirror universe material on here since I got rid of the dual beam emitters on the top. Honestly, I like the shiny material because it makes more sense for a Terran ship.
Here we go.
Doesn't the shinier material make more sense for a Terran ship?
Maybe, but
If the eye problems actually were accurate, the shiny material would reflect the majority of the light from space away. Fair?
Yeah, but for a Romulan, matte materials. They don't want to be
easier.
seen.
Yeah, and who said that a Terran Galaxy Dread was worried about being seen?
Really?
You see my point?
Yeah.
They were bold and arrogant. Fair enough?
Fair. Yes,
People
Romulan-
watching this stream would probably look at our ships like, you guys are biting off more than you can chew.
Gah!
And I would like to say we are not. This is actually child's play.
Well, this is an average Saturday night for me.
I get bored on these. But I'm just using this to test out this new beam build of mine.
Here we go. Yeah.
But after this stream, I will have to head back to Warframe.
By the
I'll
way,
stay in the party, though.
Romulans are bold, but they're not dumb. They're not
See,
dumb.
Terrans are bold, but arrogant, which leads to stupidity.
Oh, Romulans are also arrogant, but they're not
Not
dumb.
to a Terran limit.
Oh yeah.
Seriously, they can be as... oh my god,
yeah.
you actually realize that also means that
But-
they're capable of being completely idiotic.
But they're not arrogant.
So Terrans still have them on that.
Yeah.
Come on, ladies, is this all you guys can do?
Oh, guys, if you're wondering why I'm coughing so much, COPD.
He's in Canada. Sorry, was that wrong?
Oh, COPD.
I mean, I know a lot of people have issues doing this with the 1 or 2 people, but we're not average. And we're still only just goofing around at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
They really shouldn't have swapped out the suits for it. Well, maybe if the simulators are the updated version of, like an updated version of the cube, because they haven't changed in how long. So, I mean, if you look at it from that perspective, it very well could make sense, like it's a retrofitted ship.
I still
you
miss
have to-
you.
I miss it too. It's classic.
Yeah, classic is better.
But not necessarily. Classic is for those who are stuck in the old ways.
Yeah.
And if you stay stuck in the old ways, what do they say?
Mm.
You can't move on. So any new changes end up being a problem. Fair?
Yeah.
Okay, we failed the first optional because we didn't have 3 people. What?
Now to team.
I know, it sucks.
Oh well.
Oh, I wasn't doing too bad before you came over, was I? And then you died.
I
Well
used
done.
my ship as a torpedo.
I have no comments with that. And you
Let's
said that
make
Romulans
poor
weren't stupid.
decisions!
And you said Romulans weren't stupid.
Well, yeah.
That was pure stupidity. I mean, tell me I'm wrong, please. I stand corrected.
Now, by the way, I used my ramming speed on one of those plasma bolts. By the way,
I stand corrected.
I sacrificed myself to save you.
Efforts are futile.
And then I still died
Destroy
anyways.
this vessel, and I
That's
will
because you
bring
sent a second plasma bolt.
Come on.
No more poor decisions! Get out of here, bro. Let's make more poor decisions.
We shall.
Look at this.
She didn't even get to redirect our energy.
Oh, she did.
Really? I didn't
That's
notice.
why I zipped away.
the end.
Those two.
Of course I wouldn't notice, right?
Right. No, my poor decisions was running into that plasma torpedo. That's what it was. Just to let
Mine
you
was not paying attention.
know. Yeah. I couldn't get the second one. I saw that I couldn't target it in enough time. So I used my ship on ramming speed to take care of it. So,
Yeah, for this late edition, I'm only gonna do an hour, unfortunately.
that's not a problem. But,
I mean, it's fair considering what time it is for me.
yeah. But, however, man, at least now you know. Yeah, you thought I was doing that on the thingamajigger? On the big probe? Or the Unimatrix? No. That was on a plasma bolt, bro. That was saving your ass. It was coming right
Aww, that is so. Do I need my ass saved?
for you. In that case, yeah.
I didn't give a shit.
Well, at least you can look at it this way. Those poor decisions led to saving lives.
Which were end up being lost anyways. Well done.
I think a crew of 80 is worth, you know,
Two in the bush.
Yeah, let's just say the sacrifice of the few meant the many could live. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. It's a pretty Star Trek thing to do, wasn't it?
For a Vulcan, not a Romulan.
Eh. Where did Romulans
Potato,
come from?
potato, right?
Both green-eared,
It's-
pointy hobgoblins.
Green-blooded, the green-blooded hobgoblins, as Bones said.
Yeah. Green-blooded hobgoblins either way. Aren't they?
Except one is more prone to fits of rage.
Sure. But also very honorable. In
Depends
a
on how you
way.
look at it, I guess.
In a way, still duty bound. Correct?
So, how did my beam setup perform, in your opinion?
I still say you could use a torpedo.
Yeah, you think so? You think it underperformed?
A little bit. Because you probably
honestly-
don't realize what I do a lot of.
Oh, you use a lot of torpedoes, so therefore you are biased towards them.
Yes.
You can't.
But,
If you try doing what I do,
but
with
I would
sheer
say I
overload?
would say it under. But one other thing I might change instead, if you want to stick with that style, is stick a cannon or two on there. Just for
it
some.
kinda negates the whole beam overload build.
Okay, that's true.
Because think about it this way:
Dual
Yes.
beam? Do you have any dual beams on there, or is it all single beam?
it's all single for arc dispersal.
I would say throw a couple of dual beams on there, wide angle duals.
Mm.
At
I
least
can only put one of those, and
That's- that's good.
it's still.
I know,
It
I know,
minimizes a little bit
but
of
it also
the
adds
area
more.
of effect.
But it adds more DPS in the long run.
I suppose I'll consider it.
Yeah.
My only wide angle is the Discovery era.
Yeah, those are the ones
Wide
I was
angle,
talking. Those
heavy.
are what I'm talking. That I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
they
if you
aren't
want-
epic right now. Somehow I, without even realizing, or maybe even Star Trek itself deleted it, but I don't remember getting rid of it.
It's just
And
if
I'm-
you're not going to
I'm-
use a torpedo, at least get one of those on there.
Okay, so here's what I'll do. I'll get rid of one of my lower output Agony phaser beams and swap it with my wide angle.
Absolutely.
I hope you're not wrong on this.
It's just to add you a little more oomph and some power. But if you're worried about them not being epic right now, get them epic. Then put
I
them on.
can't right now.
No, I get you. I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying, if you're worried about
I
them
do.
wanting to
I
be
do
epic
hope you're
first,
right.
oh yeah. Trust me when I say, I wish I could use them on this build, but I can't.
Because you are a stickler for plasma, genius.
But that's the other thing. This ship does really well for plasma damage. The first
Okay,
set that comes
the
on
overall
it,
DPS is only a tad bit higher.
but the tad bit can mean a lot.
Well, considering it's also Mark 12
Right.
instead of Mark 15, that's still saying something.
Right.
I hope I do not regret this.
You should. Oh.
I'm going to switch to a different ship.
All right.
Because this should go under experimental at this point.
Yeah. Oops, I'm on the wrong menu. I need to look at this. Ooh. I'm still so,
What?
I'm still so surprised that the next one of those infusers got to freaking epic. Just 2 more left to go. Ooh,
I know
baby.
which. But yeah, I think I know what ship I'm going to bring out. But Yeah, this ship right here will actually get a massive upgrade if I can get my hands on those other Enterprise era things.
Mm-hmm.
Or is that just me?
Mm-mm.
Now, should I go with the aesthetic that this ship would have had
Ooh.
during the Earth Romulan War?
It could have had that aesthetic.
I don't know.
It's
It's hard to
possible.
say, really.
It's possible.
Possible, but
But what I'm
improbable.
saying- Well, not even improbable.
I had to say it's improbable, unfortunately.
I'm gonna say that during that time, a lot of squadrons would have adopted their own paint schemes, so that they knew who to keep an eye on.
But the NXs were a flagship of the coalition of planets at the time.
Sure. And each one of the people under the flagship would have had the same paint scheme as the flagship.
Are you saying that the refit isn't canon in your opinion?
I never said that it isn't.
That's what I was talking about. Instead of, I wasn't worried about paint jobs.
Oh. I mean, yeah.
I mean, it's controversial. Yes, I'll give it that. But there's
I still
no
say
way,
it is, because it would be a logical progression.
and it'd be a logical lead up to the Connie.
Exactly. They would start seeing, okay, as we see other people trying this, let's try this.
Well, that's the curious part. Even the Vulcans didn't have secondary hulls.
No, but other races may have.
I doubt it. Not through all their travels. I've never seen a one. Endorians maybe might have had a pseudo secondary, but that's about it.
True. But what I'm saying, on the other hand, is that we can't say that it wouldn't have still been a logical progression for humans.
It would have been, but I'm only saying this because
I was about ready to get us started for another one.
can I switch to the refit aesthetic first?
Yeah, okay. That gives me a moment.
You don't have to come.
Yeah,
you don't have to
actually, you
come
know
down.
what? Why not?
You do?
A little something for the stream,
mean-
so that they can see what a 23rd century Romulan looked like.
Well, the way I see it, I mean, there's a lot of people that say Enterprise era sucked, but it did give us a
No.
brief view into everything that led up to
I'm
the
not.
creation of the
I would
UFP.
never say that. You know why?
It was
You're
insightful,
getting.
I think.
You're giving the right look on it. It's what led up to a Connie. How did we get there? Where did we come from? What kind of designs would we have used back in late 21st, early 22nd century?
I'll be honest. The Archer and his crew faced one of the biggest challenges Starfleet has ever actually faced.
Build a
they
War
came
5
out-
ship.
Oh, that's not even the worst.
Yeah,
Dealing with a Zindi.
sure. But still, build a War 5 ship.
Well, it's impressive. But it's hardly a challenge, especially with Zephram Cochrane there. Who was part of the construction of the Warp 5 engine.
Uh-oh.
You left? Did you crash?
My
You DC'd, didn't you?
my whole system just went hello?
Yeah, I can
Okay.
hear you.
Okay, my whole system's just having a bit of a mental crisis at the moment.
Okay. Honestly, instead of adopting the Columbia class as the refit name, they should have went with what was put on here, the Utopia class. And the Utopia refit. That would have made more sense.
Mm.
Instead of naming it after the Columbia herself.
Mm-hmm. I would have probably named it something like
Only reason why I say that
you know what?
is...
Utopia would be one thing, but you know what I would have probably named it?
Hmm.
I would have probably named it the Io class. After a
Well,
moon of Jupiter.
I get it, and I understand why they named it in. And this is
Yeah.
so many people say it's Columbia, but honestly, I think the upgrade of the Utopia refit should have carried the Columbia name, not
And you right.
because it would have been too. It would have been too soon, in my opinion.
Yeah. That's why something like what I said, Io class. After a moon. Why not?
And I get that.
Or Hubble class.
Maybe, but there's a reason why I'm saying, because they didn't change everything.
Utopia class
When
is
it
okay
came to
too.
the when it came to the Connie refit, they didn't change everything up, change the name just because it looks different. That's what they did with the NX, and it pisses me off. All these channels like Trek Central are going by this other. It's not even canonical that it's called the Columbia class.
I'd argue it's more canonical naming it Utopia.
Books, it was only showed as Columbia under the books, which are not canonical for the Columbia class, which makes it invalid.
Well, unless you call it like Delta canon.
Well, Delta is worse than Beta. See, Star Trek Online is Beta canon, which would be more
Closer.
it would make more sense because Beta and Alpha share a really
Gamma-
tight connection.
Gamma canon, I would say, are like books or stuff like that brought
So,
out by the
see-
company, but
But it's not. It's said to be in a separate timeline. That's
Yeah.
the thing, especially with the creation of the Titan.
now what I call Delta is anything put out by third party.
That wasn't authorized by
Yes.
Viacom
Exactly.
CBS, which would be like fan
Or-
films like
or-
Odyssey or
Or Eugene Roddenberry. The son of
Well,
Gene
true.
Roddenberry.
he's the only one I think who has any right to judge anything in this modern era of Trek.
Exactly my point.
So
he says so-
I don't.
If the
Then I'm
family
okay
of
with
Gene Roddenberry says so, then it is.
Eugene Roddenberry's predecessor was Majel Barrett herself,
Which was wife to Gene Roddenberry.
and was given executive privileges under him.
Exactly. So you know what?
So-
that's where I would say that would make it canon.
I think they did
Argument.
good by paying homage to her in the final episode of Star Trek Picard.
I have not seen it. I'm going to.
You want me not to say anymore?
I'm on the
It's not
fence.
like it's-
I'm on the fence about that right now.
So keep
Okay.
it to myself for now.
For now, until I ask. I'm on the fence.
Okay.
It's not yes or no.
All right, I'm heading
gonna
back up.
Okay. Ship to the return. Boop boop boop.
Now, Columbia class would make sense on a TMP variant of the NX.
Yeah. Okay.
You could see that.
Utopia class makes a little more sense.
See how? See, you're starting to see what I
mean,
meant now,
I
right?
would have even accepted even something named after a planet, like Pluto class.
Actually, Pluto's no longer a planet. So
Well,
that wouldn't work.
it's a dwarf planet.
But still not a planet.
Well, you know what I mean.
You know, I'm very particular when it
Yeah,
comes
or
to
even by a
astronomy.
moon, like Charon, the Charon class.
Honestly, I don't think there are any ships named after Terra. Are there? Canonically speaking?
Not that I can think of. Like Io class would make sense because I don't know anything named after that.
There is one named after one of
Agamemnon.
Mars's moves.
Yeah, Agamemnon class.
Okay, that's going a bit far. No! That's a mouthful. Okay, I have no comment. But this is the logical progression.
Yes.
The missing link between the NX and the Connie.
Yeah, we good to go, by the way?
Good. I
Alright.
just wish they didn't put the spinning
Oh.
facade collectors on it.
Your team lead.
All right. What are we doing?
Uh,
Do you want team lead back?
sure. Because I have ideas, and this,
Oh no.
I
This
have,
can't end well.
I have
I'm
bad,
just gonna.
I have
I'm
bad
just gonna-
decisions.
That is common. Anyways, I am going to ignore everything that you say, so I can't take responsibility. Is that fair?
Harold Spear?
Just the two of us? Are you knucking futz? Seriously, are you knucking futz, dude?
Barrel over Pavo.
Question. Huh.
It's doable.
It's doable, but
I
it'd be a
believe-
bit more chaotic. I mean, Peril over Pavo with just two people. Two
Days of
small ship-using people. I mean,
Crystallite
you tell me.
entity.
Okay, I'm just... Yeah, sure. Now, let me do something on this ship real quick before we go.
I was gonna say Resistance Star Base 1.
Because you knew I was right about all those other things, right?
Yeah. I mean, Counterpoint is doable.
With two people, yes, but I'd have to say you'd be being stupid.
Not really. I've done
I
it
am
before.
sorry, but yeah.
Done it before.
Why have you even bothered? Just curious.
I'm 100%ed it.
Still doesn't explain what. That still doesn't answer my question.
As we could.
Does it?
As we can.
And I still think you're being an idiot, but that's just me.
Me and
Love you, Mom. Come in and say goodnight. Come here.
Undine ass.
Hold on.
Hang on.
Hi. Come here. Love you, Mom. Love you. Okay, no, wait. My kiss her. My kiss her. Good night. Have a good night.
Hang on.
Well, Mike, if you have a problem with my statement that Pluto's no longer a planet, come here and talk about it, jackass.
Uh-oh.
And here he comes. I figured as much. I knew that would trigger you, you little shit.
Tabarnak.
Would you like to join us? Would you like to join us, Mike?
Uh-oh.
Yes, I know you do. Jesus fucking Christ. I know. Let it go. Okay. Could I get...
I was saying no Elsa and the John.
Hey,
I need that.
what I said was bad enough.
Let it go.
Huh? What I said was bad enough. Come on. I don't want to get more copyright strikes than what I might already get from what I said.
Yeah?
Wait. Oh, right, we can meet him. We're in captain's table, by the way.
Yeah.
Ice is lava.
It'll be hard to miss us. One's in Talis, the other is in an NX refit.
Can he
Ice
get
is
into... Can he get into captain's table?
Yeah.
He can?
Remember he had the
Oh,
he
yeah.
had the
Oh,
ship,
yeah.
the destroyer.
Oh, yeah.
I swear you don't pay attention, do you, Blue?
Been that long. Fair enough.
I was gonna say, if you wanted to talk about paying attention, you'd have to raise the ultimate question: him or Hopeful? Who pays more?
Me.
Blue does, hands down. Sorry, hopeful.
Hmm.
Not sorry.
Facts are facts.
Shit happens, then you die.
I still have to say, the NX refit is still larger than the West.
Is that a bad thing or a good thing? Do you think it's what gave humanity the edge in the Earth-Romulan War?
Yeah. It could actually build larger ships so they have more platforms to place weapons.
I'll be honest, humanity was already building bigger ships than most races out there during their early exploratory days. The regular NX prior to refit was on par with the Romulan Warbird. This
Yeah.
just pushed it over the top.
Yeah, like that thing right there is already larger than a Talis. But I think in the grand scheme of things, so the Romulans are building differently.
Oh, they're
Sleeker,
just built
fast.
different.
Yeah, sleeker, faster, harder to hit, and harder to see.
And I'll give you that.
I was having
But
food
look at it this
being
way.
cooked, so I'm gonna go
Yeah.
grab that real quick. But
Okay.
I'm
Alright.
loading in. I'll be in Wolf 359. I'll make my way over to
We're
the
in
captain's table.
Okay,
Alright.
Thank you.
No problem.
I mean, look at it this way. The warp core was then moved from the primary hull to the secondary hull,
Sure.
where it would eventually be a mainstay for it.
Sure.
And the new warp core, since it wasn't confined to such a small engineering area, was able to put out more power, which at the time needed to be able to power both the warp jumps and the Andorian shields that were put on it.
But think of how long it took the Romulans to outdo the Federation in size.
In size, yes, but the Federation
200
did push
but-
the Romulans back.
That's true, but that wasn't quite the point at the moment, just in size.
And,
Right.
Yeah, in sheer size, the Romulans did eventually outdo Starfleet.
Sure.
Until
But
they didn't.
firepower, yeah, the Romulans could take down a galaxy. Yes,
But it'd be a very great risk.
at very great cost.
Because the galaxy is not going to go down without a fight.
Exactly. So you
size wasn't an
basically-
issue for Starfleet.
So in this case, it would be, could they get the first few shots off and hit them in the right points at that second that they have?
No.
It's
Because,
good
and
they-
I will say why.
Yeah, but that would
say
be the
why.
only, and it would have to be the perfect set of circumstances for them to be able to do so.
Yeah.
Can they get them at the second their shields are down and be the first
Before
to strike?
within the 15
Squishy zone.
seconds of recharge.
Yeah, within the squish zone. You know what I mean?
I mean, I
can
am
they
thinking
hit
of the right specs, right?
Well, not quite what I mean. I mean hit them from surprise. Like
Well,
their
maybe.
shields down, they're talking, then bam, they just simply fire. That'd be the only time they could do it.
Are we talking the Enterprise or a different galaxy variant?
I'm gonna say the first or second run.
So Enterprise then.
Yeah, we'll give it Enterprise or Yamato.
And no, I'd say we go with Enterprise. So the the Enterprise may actually have a chance because of data.
Right, but that's still how.
That's
What I'm saying though is, can they do it at that second while their shields are down, while they're squishy? That'd be the only time they could take the galaxy down. Once those shields
They'd
are
have
up,
to They would have to do a pinpoint shot at the warp core. in
not
which
even
case
that.
They would.
Just an
For it to be a
A-cell.
one-shot, one-kill.
It's
No.
possible. Ask
Even-
Luke.
Huh?
But hold on. Just
I was
hold
making
on.
a Star Wars joke.
Hold
Oh,
on.
that's
It would be possible, but they'd have to hit one of 5 places.
The thinnest point near the center of the nacelle covering. On
That
the top, the pylons
I would say
on the
Bizarre
bottom
Collector.
each end.
I would say Bizarre Collector, or the warp coil windows. Next place.
The grill, you mean.
Yeah. Now, the next place, Torpedo Bay.
Torpedo Bay, that's
That's
an
gonna do
interesting one.
Very significant
Considering-
damage, because guess where it sits? Right by the deflector. Take out the deflector,
Won't be
take
a
out the
n-
shields. Won't be a one
Not
shot.
necessarily.
Won't be a one-shot kill. It'll probably be a 3-shot kill, but it
They
will
better
give them
cloak immediately after a shot like that, otherwise the Enterprise will fire with everything they have to
But
destroy the damn thing.
also remember, they can fire more than one shot at a single time.
Also, remember, plot armor, genius.
True, but I'm gonna say bog standard Enterprise versus the Daredecks. If they can get these lucky shot off, to maybe
It would
wipe out
be a
their
very long
shields.
shot.
It would be wipe out their shields first, then do what they need to do. Because obviously the Daredecks at this time has one extra little piece of it.
There
Little
is
piece.
a problem.
One little, well, the Daredecks would at this point have one little thing over the Enterprise. They got their shields up.
I'm here, by the way.
Yeah, I see you.
All right.
But again, it has to be the luckiest of shots. If they can hit their torpedo bay,
And
they might do significant damage. And that significant
that's if
damage
they
can give them a.
actually hit it.
That's a fair point. But I'm saying, if they get the luckiest shot in the world. Next part would
Luck
be
is
to
not
get
on
the
their
warp.
shot. Is not on their side.
So that's why I say the warp nacelle. You blow that thing up, ba-bang, goodbye Enterprise. We've seen
The
it
Bassard
before.
Collector would not. The Bassard Collector wouldn't be the best shot.
It would be probably their only shot, though. So if they
no,
can get
not necessarily.
not
I can tell
necessarily,
you at
but
least one that
but
would
if they
that
can
would
get the
surpass
grill.
the other one.
yeah, the grill.
No, the top armor plating which will actually go down, creating a cascade reaction on
There's
the warp
that
coils,
too.
which
There
will
is-
send
I'm also
it
looking
into the
at
warp core.
That is truth, but I'm also looking at the thinnest points.
And that is the thinnest. The armor above the grill, above the warp
Armor's
coils.
thin? Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Yeah,
Or
over the
there's a lot of points
One
on
little
there.
tap from a Miranda from a Saratoga class
Right.
collapsed the Enterprise's nacelle casing.
Saratoga?
Yeah, it was a
Soyuz.
Miranda variant. Still a Miranda variant.
Yes.
I'm not arguing
Soyuz.
on this.
Soyuz?
Those
and-
nacelles were
But-
really pathetic.
but-
at
but
that
hold
point.
on.
So
hold on. Hold on a second, though.
what do my?
We're
getting in
also
here,
talking. Yeah, we're also talking. A fucking 150,000 ton torpedo hitting the thing, as opposed to a disruptor.
please? And I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the Soyuz nacelle
Mm-hmm.
compressing, which is actually impacts with
Yeah.
with less damage than a
Mm-mm.
plasma torpedo.
I
from
wasn't talking a plasma
does.
torpedo, though. I said a disruptor.
It
A
still won't
plasma
matter.
disruptor. It would, actually, because you got to look at the
No.
weight.
It does. Okay.
One's
so
kinetic
look at it.
damage, one's energy damage. Two totally
Okay,
different damage
so-
types.
Just humor me on this.
Mike,
When
you're invited.
the when the Soyuz hit the Enterprise's nacelle covering, it was a light bump on it. So hardly even close to any torpedo at any time.
If
It
you
was a
would
light bump.
if you would consider that light bump can also probably take out a whole city block, then sure.
Okay. It was the Soyuz was floating in space.
Actually,
basically,
it was.
It was floating as it came out of a temporal anomaly. Do you remember the episode?
Yes, I do. It's also floating at about a quarter impulse.
Yeah, far less than a torpedo goes at.
A quarter impulse would also take out a good third of a starbase.
And that would be more than enough for a disruptor beam to take out an entire city.
True.
So you tell me which one, and the Enterprise's shields were down at this point. I'm telling you, it
would probably take one or two shots. It would be feasible, but
take one.
But I'm also wanting to say that hitting the grill would be a more definite shot.
No, I don't think so.
I would.
It's more heavily shielded on the grill. As much as I would like to agree to your higher level of experience, I'm gonna have to agree to disagree on this one. I'm sorry.
But anyway, we're going into.
So, Mike, is it interesting hearing two Trekkies go at it?
Here, we're gonna take him right into the onslaught.
Again? We're doing that again?
It's for him.
Bitch.
I can handle.
Fuck my life.
Fucking.
Oh, you'll be fine, Mike.
I was gonna say.
I'm in a tiny ship, so you should be fine.
And this ship can pretty much handle, especially with y'all, can handle pretty much
I've done a high
most of the
bomb shot solo.
TFOs.
I've
I don't
already
think
done
it
a
can
high-
handle any.
I
of the-
can do it in this thing, bro. I could do a high bomb shot solo in about 13 minutes.
Yeah, I was saying this ship is strong enough. It's
I
just,
would doubt that until you can actually provide me with a recording of it, bro. Come on.
All right, not a problem.
Is that fair?
You know what? The next time I'll do it, I'll
Because
stream.
I remember we were having that
will
trouble.
I will stream.
On YouTube or Twitch?
Yes.
Both? Got it.
Why not? I'll
But
stream it
my-
on Twitch and
my
put it on
point is
YouTube.
fair.
I'll stream it on Twitch and
My-
put it on YouTube.
Okay. So the reason why I'm doubting that, before they made any alterations, the game was against us when we tried doing it 2-on-1. 2 against everything. So my doubt is reasonable, I think.
Yeah. But I have done it, and I've done it in 13 minutes. Well, 13 minutes, 25 seconds. But
Okay. So that's not quite 13 minutes, but it's close.
Join.
close enough to call it.
Become one with us.
How are these things falling to an NX class?
How does it live?
How? This makes no goddamn sense. Neither me or Blue are really getting any significant damage. Mike, come on. Where are you?
Where is he? What's he doing?
I don't know. I'm trying to find his ass.
By the Houston. Give me a second.
Playing so much.
I'm looking around.
Oh, my mic's muted. I'm good. I was gonna say
No, you're
I'm
not.
evil,
I
but
got
Look at your health.
I got him.
I'm trying to heal you at the moment. So
Here,
no, you're
I'm
not
healing.
fine.
Covering and healing.
You know, it's sad that a Lexington class has to be saved by an NX3 thing.
Add it to list.
I told you,
You
I
were in
have
trouble.
it.
Don't.
Yeah, I'm
You
playing
were in trouble.
blockade right now.
Blue, in your opinion, was he having trouble?
I mean, for a second, it brought me down a little bit in the worry side, but
At that point, you should have asked for help, but you didn't.
I
Good,
actually
alright.
my mic was muted and I didn't realize it, so
How did you mute your? Okay.
I muted myself when y'all were fucking
It's good, it's good.
arguing and
We're in.
whatnot.
We're good.
Okay.
Just focus.
Focus, bro. We got you.
You can definitely tell that we're used to doing this, huh, Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least I used my speed to my advantage to go and find them.
Double
quickly.
penetration!
Yeah.
Finish her! Oh, what?
Finish it. Oh, there he is. Okay. You first? Let's go. There's that one over there looking.
I hope to finish it off, Blue.
Yeah.
You know Mike here should actually have the most capable ship out of all of us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your efforts are futile.
No, it simply came another. Nice plan. What happened, Blue?
Energy feedback pulse hit me. Plasma.
Ooh, that hurt.
I'm sending in my rifle rod.
345.5 thousand damage. Yo!
Space tastes like me.
Tasted like sadness and regret.
And
That
it
looks like
disintegrated.
sadness and regret. No,
Oh
you're
my
pretty
God,
dead to me.
Hold on. I am hopeless of Borg. Resistance is futile. Your life as it has been is over. That's what Hopeful put in my chat. That's horrible. Not well played, Hopeful, but no.
Yeah.
Please don't do that again.
I'm just going around picking up whatever so I can just sell it for easy.
Alright. I am sorry. I'm going to have to end it. It's a little shorter than my usual Star Trek Saturdays, but it is late at night. So, I'll see you guys tomorrow for Spider-Man Sunday. And I
Spider-Pig.
Spider-Pig does whatever Spider-Pig does. Spins a web from its ass and no, I'm not doing it. Was that horrible?
Better be careful.
There is a Spider-Pig, by the way.
Oh no.
There is actually a Spider-Pig in the Spider-Verse. It's
what?
called
What?
Peter Porker.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah, if you've ever watched anything revolving around Miles Morales, you should know it.
No, not really.
He didn't pay attention. Figures.
I'm not really much into that sort of
Mike,
stuff.
why are you going backwards?
That's how it feels like in life. And because I have
Spider
a
pork.
tendency to automatically put myself in reverse because I click down too much.
Makes sense. Alright, I have some things to work on Warframe. So, I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night, and I'll see you later.
Have a good night. Back to Skyrim.